more on the budget per se, which is going to come from 1st April 2026, and I would think less on the supplementary demand for grants. So without spending much time on points which are already answered in my budget reply, I will focus on those points on which many members have spoken on the supplementary demand. This has been extensively debated in the Lok Sabha. Here too, members have raised a few questions on it, so I'll focus largely on that, except of course highlighting the features of this current supplementary, which is the second one for this year, that it involves 61 grants and also a gross expenditure of about 2.81 lakh through all three, cash, technical and token supplementaries. So I'm not getting into the details of those in much of a specific detail. I highlight that we have given 57,381.84 crores for Economic Stabilization Fund, and then for defense services about 41,430 crores, essentially because we are paying the spectrum charges, which in any way will come back to the CFI, and also for the ex-servicemen contributory health scheme, for which we are giving 6,140 crores, which will benefit the ex-servicemen in their health requirements. So transfer to states is the other head which I'd like to again draw the attention of the honorable members. 37,886 crores as recommended by 15th Finance Commission, where local body grants go after the meeting of conditions by the state governments. It can be election related or any other. Health grants similarly, and also for UTs and UTs with the legislature on SASKI and also the back-to-back loans. Fertilizer subsidy, sir, is 19,230. I want to draw the attention of the Honorable House because this is only to meet additional requirements with the circumstances being what it is externally. This is for meeting any exigencies that may arise, 19,230 crores, particularly for getting ready for importing fertilizer for the Aane Wale Rabi crop. For the current Kharif, we are well equipped, we have enough of fertilizer, but from now onwards, they start bidding globally and procuring for the winter, that is November, December onwards, Rabi. For that, we are giving in advance now itself. And 5,000 crore is being given to Jammu Kashmir as central assistance to meet their developmental requirements. MSMEs always have a problem of enough credit reaching them. So through SIDBI, we are giving a 3,000 crore so that MSMEs don't suffer for want of credit. So the last one which I'd like to highlight is a token supplementary which is being given, but a sum of 30,000 crores is being made available from to the Employment Guarantee Fund, Manrega, for all those earlier dues. So that's being provided now, and from 1st April, the G-Ramji bill, which gets the 95,000 allocation, which was announced at the time of the bill passing itself. So states which have had dues on Manrega, which were questioning whether this money will be available, that money is being provided. So I straight go to talking or referring to honorable members who questioned or asked their concerns on the developing situation. I'd like to highlight the fact that India's economy today stands at a position of strength. We are able to look after even unforeseen circumstances. And just a word on how it has been managed, because it's important for us to understand that since COVID, India's macroeconomic performance has remained relatively strong and stable. And despite every year coming up with newer problems, we have managed the economy so that there are no severe shocks domestically. We faced COVID, then supply chain disruptions, Russia-Ukraine war, global inflation surge due to stimulus which has been given rampantly, debt crisis which emerged in the emerging markets particularly, trade wars, deglobalization trends, climate shocks, one after the other. And despite all that, we are able to maintain balance within our economy. And now the Middle East crisis has also come up with newer challenge. So, मैं सभी मेंबर्स के लिए ये बात बोलना चाहिए, जब माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी आत्मनिर्भर भारत का एकदम सभी सेगमेंट्स में आत्मनिर्भर भारत का विषय उठाए और पॉलिसीज भी ऐसे प्लान किए कि हम हमारी बेसिक नेसेसिटीज को क्यों ना उत्पादन भारत में ही करें, इसके प्रभाव के कारण we are able to stand up and meet crisis like situation in some segments of our economy. Whilst I go further, I'll expand on that a bit more. So the position of Indian economy is what gives us the strength to meet these unforeseen problems. And together with this, the central government's capital outlay has increased 4.2 times from 2.63 lakh crores in 2017-18 to 12.20 lakh crores in 26-27. As a result, the pickup of the economy is happening because government is very clear that we are going to get the benefit out of the multiplier effect when you spend money on capital expenditure. So we've kept that absolutely going upwards, and that has really shown the benefit for the Indian economy to sustain the growth momentum. So a lot of members spoke about LPG crisis. How are we managing? Are we doing anything at all to manage it? The Petroleum Natural Gas Minister has spoken about it. I don't want to elaborate on it, but just to reassure, nearly 65% of all our LPG is imported, and overwhelmingly majority of it, 90% of the 65% comes from Strait of Hormuz. And as a result, there are speculations about will we get it, will we not. But there are enough and more reports in the public domain as to how we are ensuring steady flow even in these turbulent times. So, but we are not just depending on getting the steady flow even in troubled waters. The way in which we have built our power sector today stands as a very big support for us, because Atmanirbhar Bharat and sufficiency in energy through our power sector is actually playing out in very many different ways in supporting us. The installed generation capacity has more than doubled since 2014. There are no energy shortages now. You may think that when I'm talking about LPG, why should I bring this point? It is important for us to understand, sir,